Greetings, welcome, pleasure. Today we got an update video of the Duotts C29 after about 2000 kilometers and 1.5 years of usage. So let's get into it. This is one of the cheaper e-bikes. It has 29-inch wheels, big battery mounted on the frame, motor is in the rear wheel, it has 7 gears in the back, 3 in the front, and mechanical disc brakes. Here you can see battery 720 watt hours, and it's a Duotts C29. First, I would like to say that I've been using this bike for a while, but then majority of time my dad was using it. I had it since September 2024. Now it's March 2026, so it's about 1.5 years. If you've seen my Engve update video after 2000 kilometers, there were quite a few things that broke down or went wrong one way or another. Not here though. This one is holding up pretty good actually. But here I want to stress the thing that it also clearly depends on the rider. As I previously mentioned, my dad is driving the bike really carefully. He's putting as little stress as possible on every single part. Me on the other side, not so much. And I don't really care about how much stress I put on single parts. If I want to go through the bump fast, then I go. My dad, for example, wouldn't do it. And I think also mostly because of that, the bike is holding up surprisingly good. Because after 2000 kilometers, there is only one thing wrong with it. The mechanical brakes are really weak. Here I'm trying to demonstrate how weak they are. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I can definitely see that there is almost nothing left. No brake surface left. And the rear side as well. There was not a single flat tire. Pedals also no issues. The motor also kind of sounds like it sounded at the beginning. The one on the Engwe was getting really loud, but this one makes about the same sounds. It's not as much louder, even though the bike is unlocked. And I think this also play a huge part on how loud the motor is. Because clearly when you're going fast, the motor outputs more power, therefore it's gonna be louder. And this e-bike can go up to 45 kilometers per hour. Here is also throttle. Gear shifters are working about okay. I just can't get used to this mechanism that when I want to go faster I press this, and when I'm going uphill I need to press this. This one is the front shifter, but it's not getting used much. Here, as you can see, when I press the front brake, it touches the grip. Same the other side, so that's what we need to do now, change the brakes. They also put a USB in here for charging. It's actually a clever idea, I like it, but I wouldn't really put it on the handlebars, I would put it somewhere else. Or maybe just somehow incorporate it into the battery. One small change that I've made was that I've put these two buttons in here. Originally they were in here, but it was quite big and it has like sharp corners. And I didn't like it when I was holding like this. I wanted to put it somewhere else. At first I thought I'm gonna put it here, but then I would need to take all of this out and then put this here in, and then all of this put it back in. So I just did this simple trick. I put a zip tie and put it in here, and it's okay. Two buttons are not getting used as much anyway. It's buttons for horn and for lights. Now let's talk about the battery. It's also actually holding up quite good. I mean, it's still holding the charge actually very well. Here, when I press this button, as you can see, there are like 5 lights. 3 green lights, 1 orange and 1 red. At the beginning, you could do like 20 kilometers per light. And now I've been talking to my dad and he said it's still about the same. 20 kilometers per 1 light. And he's pretty much driving the same road every time he's going. He's coming to this place and is about 10 kilometers one way and 10 kilometers back. The way here is more uphill and the road back is more downhill. But there is also quite a lot of flat surface. I think for the health of the battery is also very important, similar like with the smartphones, that you're not gonna be discharging it completely, because that's like damages the quality of the battery. And also you shouldn't be like charging it to 100%, but that's kind of hard to do with this one. On the smartphone you can see the exact percentage of the battery, but here you don't see it. You just see the bars, so you cannot really like track it. My dad is always leaving it charging to the top, but he's never leaving it discharged completely. So I think that's actually not a bad way of looking after your battery. I'm thinking what to talk about next, maybe the front suspension fork. As I said in my original review, that's what I thought was the weakest part of this e-bike. And I still think the same thing even now. For example, when I brake, I can feel like a little bit shift in here. That either this inside here is moving or something in here is moving. But the other e-bike is not doing it. It's not terrible, but yeah, all things considered, it's not high quality either. But as you can see, it was able to hold 2000 kilometers, and I think it's gonna be able to hold another 2000 kilometers, especially when my dad would be driving the e-bike. Then another thing that I was a bit worried about was the battery. The battery is quite heavy, and it's attached on the frame on these 3 pads, or maybe 4 down here as well. I can't really see. And when you like really shake the bike, it's moving. So I was thinking maybe it's gonna snap out of the frame, but it didn't happen, and by the feel of it, it's not gonna happen anytime soon, at least as long as my dad is gonna be driving the e-bike. As you can see, it's moving, but yeah, it's still holding relatively strong. And when you're gonna be driving on the bumps, the bike is gonna be, you know, bumping up and down, not to the side. And that's like the weak point, from side to side, not up and down. The fenders still hold. The grip on the wheels is also in pretty good shape. It's actually in brilliant shape. You can see here even these parts. The rear one is a bit more used, but I think it's gonna last at least another 2000 kilometers. Rear fender is okay as well. My dad here also put here this rear rack in. He's putting his bag in there. The seat is also not going lower. This is actually still happening even on this one, on Fafris. Even when I fasten it really strong, it's still going down. Duotts C29 is holding up after 2000 kilometers really well. I actually like this kind of e-bikes with 29-inch tires. This is the cheapest variant, but as you can see, it can still do its job quite good. Do you have any experience with the brand Duotts or with this exact model? Let me know in the comments down below. If you're enjoying these e-bike videos, make sure to subscribe. If you enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.